Following an 82-40 victory over Texas A&M-Kingsville, we have head UTSA women's basketball coach Karen Aston in the center. On the left, we have senior point guard Ereauna Hardaway, and on the right, sophomore guard Mia Hammond. Coach, we'll start things off. What do you think of the crowd today?
Yeah, it was great. It's always good to enjoy Education Day and allow the young players and young students in the community to get out and see UTSA and see our team play. So it's one of my favorite days.
And what did you think of the action on the court?
Well, I thought that once again we had a little bit of a slow start. It's been sort of a tendency with our team, but we found some ways to make adjustments and have been pretty consistent with changing the tempo of the game with our press. I think that's helped us a lot, and I think that we find ways to adjust defensively. And some of it's just been, scouting. You think you see something in a team, but until we get out there and get a feel for it, we can't really make the adjustments. But our team does a good job with that, and I think I'm most pleased with the fact that we're sharing the ball a little bit better than we were maybe a month ago.
On sharing the ball, Ereauna 15 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, did a little bit of everything today. Seems like you've really stepped your game up over the past few performances. Has there been something in your routine you changed, or is everything really finally starting to click for this team?
I would say just talking. I've been hearing the same thing from my coaches, my parents, everybody's been telling me the same thing, so I'd just say a change of mindset. Also, coach getting on to me in practice after the Baylor game. So honestly, just hearing that she believes in me and everything has helped.
Mia, as someone from the San Antonio area, what was it like seeing all those elementary, middle school kids here today for Rowdy's fast break field trip?
I just love the energy. That's our best crowd when it's kids full of energy, and I think they were really into the game, and I think that really helped us and pushed us, especially with our 6'7". They really got us there, and we all had a good time when we hit 6'7".
Yeah, and anybody can take this. What would your message be to some of the young ladies that were watching the game today?
I would say never stop working hard. If you are a basketball player or want to be a basketball player or just a lady in general, if you want it, just work hard for it. And I'm pretty sure, I'm most positive it'll come for you. The work you put in, you get praised and priced for it.
Coach, a game like this could have the tendency to get sloppy, but you guys really brought the turnovers down, took good care of the ball, and got a lot of points off their turnovers. How pleased were you with that aspect?
Yeah, I've been really pleased. Really the last 3 games with our trajectory with our turnover situation. I think we understood that early in the year that was really a topic of conversation, which was really hurting us in a lot of games, and I think that we made a concerted effort to slow down a little bit, get on 2 feet, make extra passes, share the ball more. And I think it started, to be honest with you, unfortunately, in a loss against UNLV. I think we really wanted really bad to slow down, and we wanted to do better, and it sort of went in the wrong direction for us in that game. And I think since then we've really worked on it in practice, and it's showing up. I mean, obviously we need to see that as we go along and get ready into conference play, but I'm pleased with the fact that I think they're carrying over some stuff from practice.
Mia, there was a stretch in the third quarter where UTSA went on a big run, and you were doing it all during that run, offensively and defensively. What was working for you during that time especially?
I think just playing hard on defense, starting there, getting some stops, because we're always focused on defense, and then just getting to my spots and shooting the ball when I'm open.
Ereauna, Texas A&M-Kingsville shot 60% in the first quarter, and it sort of jumped out on you guys early. How were you able to keep the team focused? And obviously you guys broke to a big lead there in the second quarter.
Like Coach said, making adjustments. We had to figure it out real fast. And we started out slow, but going into the timeout and making an adjustment to do what we're supposed to do, because we didn't start out doing what we were supposed to do. And then just playing as a team, I think that helped us a lot.
Mia, I want to follow up a little bit on the just the way the crowd was tonight, and particularly the late in the second half when Adriana hit the 3 ball out of the corner. I believe that made the score 60. It was 67 to something, and the crowd just went crazy at that point. Was there a significance in hitting the 67th point, or what was that all about? Do you know?
I think that just as a young adult and as children, that 6'7" is just such an important number to us. I don't know how we got here, but we love it. and we cheer for it. Right, Coach?
Yeah, Jerry, just to be clear, it's something that started off in elementary school, and it has taken over the whole country, this 6-7 challenge, and the kids love it. I can't tell you really what it is. I don't even know how it originated, but it's a craze right now, so we just went along with it.
So I might be able to Google it and
You
get a
can
little.
absolutely Google it.
It's no telling it's going to give you an answer, but
Okay. Well, Mia, how do you feel like the team is playing right now? You guys started off with a really tough schedule, a lot of games away from home, a lot of games against pretty tough teams. Now you've won a couple. You've had these two at home here, and you won fairly easily. How are you feeling about the team overall right now?
I think, like Coach said after UNLV, like it changed something in us. So we come to practice very seriously, more serious than we were before, and we just are learning to communicate better, work as a team, and we're building our chemistry for conference play.
What are you working on right now, particularly in practice? Is there anything that you're kind of focusing on right now, just skills-wise or anything like that?
I would say for myself, just shooting the ball consistently, getting in the gym and putting up shots.
Are you working on some new moves in practice, or because your jumper looks good right now? So
Thank you. We'll see. I have something cooking up for sure.
okay.
I can help out to that. I would say like as a team though, we're like working on like getting open, making the right reads, pushing pace, and just like things that we need to work on as a team, like the small details that goes along in the game that like doesn't go on the stat sheet. I think we're just working on like the little details to help us become better in those areas.
Also wanted to ask you guys about the next game. You get to make a trip to New York City to play Columbia. I was looking at their stats last night. They won a lot of games last year. They won a game in the NCAA tournament last year, and pretty tough opponent up there in the Ivy League. How do you feel about playing? Getting to go to New York right before Christmas and playing in that game against a really good team.
I would say going to New York is very exciting considering I've never been. But I think it's always great to play a great team. Going into conference. It helps build confidence, especially when we win. We can always learn from it, and I think that'll be a great approach. Like from when we go there and play Columbia and we win, we learn from it and all that things, and then go into conference. I think it'll be great for us.
Were y'all aware that they had won an NCAA game?
Yes.
Yeah. That was kind of surprising to me. They had a good year last year, Coach. You scout them
Yeah,
a
they were
little
one
bit
of
yet?
the teams that were, they were kind of in our situation last year where I think, correct me if I'm wrong, they won the Ivy and then lost in the tournament and got an at-large.
Won a round of 68 game and then
Yeah.
lost a round of 64.
Yeah, so they're really good. They're really good. They're competitive. It's one of those teams that will absolutely get not that we haven't played a multitude of those in non-conference play, but it will get our attention as far as what's getting ready to happen on December 30th, and I think it's a good game to go into and you get 2 or 3 days to prepare for it, and you're going to have to be extremely on task and competitive, have a competitive mindset for 40 minutes. It's that type of game, and again, we've played a multitude of those, but it is one of those that it's a 40-minute game that you're going to have to compete at a really high level, and I think it's good for us. We've had a couple of home games that have given us a chance, especially after finals. This was good timing to get a chance to play a lot of people, and not one person had a ton of heavy minutes if you added these two games together, and we've had a chance to see the ball go through the net and have a lot of positive plays, and hopefully that translates to positive practices and positive preparation.
Coach, it seemed like one of the main things Kingsville was trying to do was to take Idara out of the game, but she still managed to affect the game positively despite her numbers not being what they normally are. What did you see from her today?
Well, I think that's been a little bit of everyone's philosophy, to be honest with you. If you really study it, you can tell that there's a concentrated effort to sometimes put 2 people on her to try to block her out, which we've talked about at length, just other people getting rebounds because she's occupying a couple of people. You know, she's a pretty good passer, so I think that she's not selfish. She'll kick it out if she's being doubled or uncomfortable, and I think we're just learning how to play in space better. I think that's really it's not even as much about her, for sure, as it is that I think our guards are getting more comfortable with the space that they're playing in and where they need to be in our offense and shots they need to be taking. I think they just look a lot more confident. Again, I could rewind this all the way back to after the UNLV game. I mean, even though we lost at Baylor, I thought we had a better purpose about ourselves, and that's been going on in practice since the UNLV game. And, you know, maybe it took a butt kicking to understand that, you know, we really had some things we needed to get better at.
Ereauna, what do you like about playing with Mia, and how have you seen her grow since you first got here?
I say her height. I love playing with a tall guard. Like, her height is the thing that I be talking about all the time. But also that she can run. She's fast. I can throw the ball up, and she's just going to go get it. I love watching her grow. I think she's maturing, and that she's learning how to play with me as well, because I wouldn't say it's easy to play with me. So I think we're just learning each other as we go.
Thanks, everybody.